But suddenly another sound arose. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Shh! Hello guys, so in this video I will tell you a story about a boy, his dog, and a frog. Enjoy the video! Once upon a time, there lived a boy in a small house. His room is really tiny that it doesn't even have any closet, so he throws all of his stuff on the floor everywhere. He lives far from the city, so there aren't any kids live near to his home. His parents are always busy and they have no time to play with him. But he never feels sad nor lonely because he already has his best friend, the loyal dog. One noon, when he was playing with the dog, he saw a frog in front of his house. So the boy catched the frog and put it inside a big glass jar. He doesn't put the lid on, so the frog could still breathe. At night, before he went to bed, he played with the frog and also his dog. And then, when he was done, he went to the bed with his dog beside him, so he left the frog all alone. And later that night, when the boy and the dog is asleep, the frog straightened his leg and raised one of his legs to get out of the jar. Once one of his legs tapped to the ground, he also raised the other leg to get out of the jar, and the frog got out of the jar. So the frog ran away from the boy's room, and in the morning, the boy felt a wet tongue licking his face. Turned out it was the dog trying to wake him up. So when he woke up, he looked to the frog right away. Well, when he turned his head, turned out the frog is not in the glass anymore. So he jumped out of the bed and changed his pajama to to his shirt. He looked the frog everywhere. He looked under the bed, he looked in the boots, he looked under the chair. And the dog also tried to help him with searching for the frog inside of the jar, but instead his head got stuck. So after the boy found nothing in his room, he tried to look for the frog outside. So he opened the window. The dog also tried to look for the frog outside, so he jumped to the window. But the dog didn't land smoothly, so his leg slipped and he fell. Because of that fall, the glass on his head broke. The boy got so worried and mad, so he scolded the dog. He said, "What did you do? You could have gotten hurt." And then he jumped out of the window also, and he pat the dog slowly. And after that, they focused on finding the frog again. They went to the forest near the boy's house, and he shouted, "Frog, where are you?" As the boy tried to find the frog, the dog played with the beast and followed the beast to his home. Then the boy saw a hole on the ground, and he got down to look for the frog in case the frog is inside of that. But suddenly, when he got down, a mole popped out of the hole. The boy got so shocked. Turned out it was a mole's house. As that happened, the dog was jumping on the tree to get the business. And then the boy climbed to a big tree that has a hole inside of it. But before he even put his head inside of the hole, suddenly an owl came out of the hole. The boy got startled. Got, the boy got so shocked that he even fell from the tree. But when he fell, the dog jumped on top of him. And turned out the dog was chased by the bees. The bees were mad at the dog for ruining their home. So the dog jumped on top of the boat and ran as fast as he can. After that, the owl started chasing the boy. He got so annoyed and he ran, and he saw a big rock, and he saw little rocks beside of the big rock. So he throw the rocks to the owl, and finally the owl left him alone. So the boy climbed to the big rock and held on to the branches near the rock so that he wouldn't fall. And at this point, somehow the dog already got away from the beast. And when he was shouted, "Frog, where are you?" Suddenly the rock moved and levitated. Turned out it was not a rock or branches of the tree. Turned out it was a horn of the deer, and the boy was standing on top of the deer's head. The deer got so shocked that he ran so fast. And as the deer ran, the dog barked at the deer and also followed him. And at the tip of the cliff, and at the top of the cliff, the deer threw the boy down, and as the deer stopped, the dog also fell from the cliff because he slipped because he was running so fast. Fortunately, they didn't fall on the ground, but instead they fell on a pond. The boy fell on his back, and the dog fell after of him, and the dog landed on the boy's belly. The boy got up, and the dog climbed to the boy's head because the dog was scared of the water. The boy tried to tell the dog that it's okay, it's fine because the water is not too deep and it's okay for the dog to get down. So the dog get down, and suddenly he heard the sound, "Ribbit, ribbit," and the boy thought maybe that is the frog. "Shh!" called the boy to the dog because the dog was barking so loud. So the boy got out of the pond and he tried to look behind a big dogwood. He couldn't climb on top big dogwood, so he had to stand on tiptoe. But because the dog can jump, the dog jumped to the wood and stand on top of it. And when he looked behind the wood, he was right. There was the frog there. But the frog was not alone. The frog was with its lover. So the boy tried to get on top of the wood with one of his leg up and sit on the wood. But suddenly another sound arose. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. And little frogs come out of the grass. Turned out the frog has a family, and it is a big family because there was around 10 little frogs. The frog then saw the boy, and he realized that that boy is the boy from last night. The frog felt sorry because he left unannounced, and so the frog told one of his children to go with the boy to play with him. And then one of the little frog come close to the boy, and the boy realized that the frog is giving him the child as a gift for him. So he was so happy with that, and he walked away and waved goodbye to the frog family. And the frog family jumped to the wood as well to also give goodbye to the boy and the dog. The boy felt really happy knowing that the frog is safe and the frog is living happily with his big family. That is it, guys. That is the whole story of the boy, his dog, and a frog. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you're having a good day. Bye bye.